Hey my little rays, and welcome back to the channel. I am JessicaRayPlays if you are new, and if you are new, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. It does just help our little village to grow, and make sure you hit that bell. It'll send you notifications so that you don't miss one of my uploads, and make sure you give this video a big sweet thumbs up. And today we are going to be ranking the Sims 4 expansion packs from better to worse. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're probably thinking, why in the heck am I on the Sims 4 thing? Well, it's a lot easier for me to look at them and talk about them with you guys if we do it this way. So we're just going to go ahead and start this ranking off. Literally, we're going to start from the ones you really should buy to the ones that you shouldn't be buying. Literally 1 through 9. So let's go ahead and start off with the worst expansion pack in my opinion. In my opinion, the worst expansion pack is Get to Work. I know it's so crazy because it was like literally like one of the first ones that we got. There's not a lot of good stuff in here, and I feel like once you go to work with your peoples, especially like the detective and scientist and whatever else there is, doctor, like it becomes repetitive and it just becomes like the same thing over and over and over. There's not like a lot to do with that. I mean, it did come with some good things. I will give it that. It came with aliens, but am I going to miss aliens? Probably not. But it did come with the photography skill and it came with the baking skill. But all in all, it's just not a better pack ranked to the other ones. And in all fairness, it was one of the first ones. So, I mean, maybe if it was further along, it would have done good too. And for the build items, I mean, they're pretty awesome too. We got these banging windows right here. There was actually some really cool features that did come along with it, I will admit. But it's going to be my worst. So, yeah, it's ranked number 9. And it's going to be a big surprise for you guys, but my number 8 worst expansion pack is Get Famous. I know, you're probably thinking like, what the heck? Like, I actually like it. So I don't know, I really do like the celebrity thing, but if you're only like in Del Sol Valley and doing the acting career and kind of like that stuff, like it's just, I don't know, it's nice, but it's not like, ooh, expansion pack, nice. I mean, you do get Del Sol Valley, you get the acting career. I mean, see like these scars and stuff. Like, I mean, they're nice, but I totally could have been living without those two. And I think for an expansion pack, it just seems like it's lacking some items. Like, it's lacking clothes. Well, not really. It's got some clothes, but I feel like they're like all acting clothes. Like, I would think that if it was like Get Famous, that there would be a lot more luxury items, like a lot more luxury clothes. And there is a few, but I figured there would be a lot more to what there is. And then build items, yeah, there was some great stuff. I mean, we got some nice debug items, but again, like, why would we get in props? Like, that should just go like in the declutter stuff and not stuff that we can use, because that's not build items to me. But I guess it kind of could be. But we did get some nice toilets and some nice chairs and stuff. But overall, I would have to say it is my number 8. So unfortunately, it's there. Sorry. On to number 7. I think number 7 is going to be another kind of surprise, but you guys are not be like, not really. It's actually Get Together. I know. So Get Together, I mean, it was nice. It came with my favorite. I mean, I freaking love this world. It's spectacular. It's Windenburg. And if I had to get rid of Windenburg, I would be so upset. I mean, it did come with that beautiful world. There is new venues that came along with it. There's group activities, which is really nice. It's a nice feature that they added. But I feel like that could have been a base game thing that they could have even added into it. I mean, I guess it's the whole thing of Get Together. But I feel like groups and clubs and stuff like that could have been just wrapped up in base game. And when it comes to the clothes, yes, there was a lot of nice clothes. There was actually quite a ton of hairs, which I'm actually really, really surprised about. And there was so many kids' clothes. So, I mean, really all in all, it is a really good one. But it's just, it's lacking that story progression for me. And there was awesome build items. There was obviously more English, more England style stuff as well. So that was like one of my favorite things about it. We got like some dance floors. Oh, and we got those bubbles. Oh, I love those bubbles. And the woohoo closet. I mean, yeah, it was a really, really good pack. But it's going to have to be my number 7. Okay, now we're on to number 6. Wow, we are moving right along. My number 6, and I know this is going to be a shock to most people because you're probably like, I think it would be more up, but my number 6 is cats and dogs. I freaking love that we can create our cats and dogs, but is it something that I'm like, ooh, I have to have that in my game? Because I feel like cats and dogs could be really like a farming pack. And then that would have been in a pack that I've been like, yes, that is definitely on up there. But just cats and dogs, I don't feel like it had all that pizzazz to it. I mean, yes, we could bond with pets, and yeah, we could do the vet, and we could run a clinic, and that was so nice and pretty cool, but it's just, there's just so much lacking that I feel like in cats and dogs that could have been there. Like, I mean, for goodness sake, a stuff pack had to bring in the rat in hamster cage. Why couldn't that have been in cats and dogs? I don't know. But I mean, you can see like right here, there was a bunch of stuff, and we actually did get some children stuff as well. We got some really like kitty cat tights stuff that was just not all that. We got like a cat bracelet. I mean, I guess that's cool for the cat people. I get that there is some crazy cat ladies, but then there's some crazy dog ladies too, and maybe just people that are in between, or maybe they don't want cats and dogs and bones and stuff like all over their sweaters. I don't know. I mean, I feel like some of this stuff is pretty funny. Like, we got Batman. And build objects, yeah, there was some cool things. Some really nice wallpaper and stuff that got with it. But overall, I just don't feel like it had that whole package deal. So, unfortunately, it is ranked number 6. Go ahead and say a prayer, because number 5 is Discover University. I know, Discover University, you're probably like, what? Like, it just came out. So compared to the other ones, like, it just doesn't have enough for me personally. Like, there's nice stuff, but I feel like if they did a little bit more, like, it would be more higher up. Like, the fact that if we would have been able to go into the classroom and just even, like, sit there in class, I think that would have been so much better. Or even, like, attend the graduation instead of them, like, just disappearing. I don't know, so I just feel like there's a lot more stuff that could have been in this pack that's not in the pack, and that's why it's kind of like mediocre stage. That's why it's number 5. But the hairs and the clothes, oh my gosh, the hairs and the clothes are seriously the best ones yet. I mean, we got tattoos, we got body piercings, we got a lot of stuff in this pack, and it is really, really good. And we got a bunch of party and stuff. We got a ping pong table. You know, we got some nice, very nice objects. I definitely would have loved to seen like a pool table. So I definitely feel like there could have been a lot more activities for Discover University that we could have done, especially compared to Sims 3. And I know I shouldn't be doing that because this is a Sims 4, but still, overall, I think it's good. But like, once you go to college and once you do it like over and over and over, like literally pretty much all what you're doing is studying, homework, boards, class, and like when they're in class, like you're just waiting for them to come back home. I mean, I guess it would be the same thing as work, but it's just not that fun. Like, I want to go to school with them. Like, that's what I figured Discover University would be. And the fact that they don't have a designated like sorority house, I don't know, I just feel like even the world could have been better than what it was. But hey, overall, it was still a pretty good pack, and I freaking adore the clothes and the hairs. So that's why it's number 5. We are getting so close to going up. So number 4 is actually City Living, and I'll tell you why it beat Discover University. So I freaking adore City Living because Sam and Shuno, I love the city environment. I love how big it is. I love that it came with apartments. I love that it came with landlords. I love the festivals that it has. I love when we get that notification when there's a certain festival going on. And the fact that we have neighbors that like come in and they can woohoo and they can wake you up in your sleep and they can cause fights. Like, that's just so interesting to me. And the fact that they can come over to your house and just say, hey, my shower's broken, can I borrow yours? Like, I had no idea like that much detail went into City Living when I dove into it more with my 100 Baby Man challenge, and it was just so freaking amazing to see. And the clothes that we got, those clothes are really good too. We actually did get some children's clothes. We got some nice women, some nice men's. We got a crazy beard. I don't know. I do feel like overall, though, it could have been a little bit more better when it comes to the hairs. I felt like there could have been a lot more. But overall, I do think that it was really good to pack. And I do feel like the items that they added to the game, the apartments, the landlords, the fact that you have a TLC apartment and stuff like that, and you have mice hosts, I feel like that like just overpowers stuff that's not there. And I mean, we got an elevator that we couldn't use, and we got some pretty nice objects. Like we got some really nice like luxury items. We got some new bricks, which is my favorite. So yeah, that's the reason why I did. And we got the vendors. Oh my gosh, the vendors are so amazing to have, especially if you're on a budget and you just want to go down there and grab something really quick. So there really was cool features that was in City Living, and that's the reason why it is number 4. Okay, we are on to number 3. I can't believe it. We are finally up to top number 3s. So my number 3 is Island Living. I know. And you're like, what? How did Island Living beat City Living and all the rest? Because it's a beach. Let's just be real, and who doesn't want a beach? And I love the fact there was a lot of details that went into this pack, but I love the fact that you can walk on the sand and see footprints. I love that you can build. I love that toddlers can actually go into like the ocean a little bit and kind of like just swim, not really swim, but sit. Like that's just so refreshing to see toddlers do stuff. Now, could there have been so much more they could have done to this pack? Oh, definitely, for sure. I mean, we could have had surfing. We could have had actual snorkeling where we went underwater with them. And even if it was just something like 2D or something, I feel like that would have been so much better than just kind of like watching them like disappear. And I love the fact that it's like this tropical place. It's not like the other lots that we have and the other destination worlds that we have. So that's the reason why I did rank it up higher, because I love to go to the beach. I love going to see the dolphins. I mean, oh my gosh, there was just so much that went into this, where there's like community events going on. There's community events going on in that lower region. I mean, there was just really good stuff that goes into it. And the pack, I mean, you can see it right here. Look at this like stuff. Like we got some pretty nice things. And mermaids was introduced into this one as well. So that one was a pretty cool factor for me. I mean, I just love the mermaids. And we got like little swimmers for our kids. And overall, I do think that this was a really, really good pack. And the build items, don't even get me started. Literally so freaking good. I use so much of these terrain items like constantly. And floats, oh my gosh, that was seriously one of the best things ever that they could have added. And that we get sunburn. Holy crap, like that's just so amazing. I mean, it is a good pack, and that's why it's number 3. Number 2, Eco Lifestyle. Surprise, I know, right? So Eco Lifestyle is my favorite. I love the fact that it affects all the worlds, and everything that they've added into it is just so nice. The dumpster diving, the reduce, reuse, recycle, and just everything else, the community action plans. Oh my gosh, those are a hoot. I freaking adore every single one of those. I love that we can recycle and then upcycle the decor and just do all this nice stuff. The candle making, it feels like such a step up in expansion packs compared to what we do have. I feel like they've put so much time and energy into this one. Look at these hairs. Oh my goodness. There were so many good hairs for this one. Where was the Space Buns one? That one is literally probably my favorite for the women. I do have to say, I love that they kept the upcycle, reuse, nifty kind of outfits in this pack. Like they made them, some of them kind of tethered and some of them like patched up. I feel like that was so good. And oh my gosh, and we got taller items. I feel like that's something that we never ever get. And this cute little dress for children it's doll. It's amazing. Probably one of my favorites of all times. And we got more piercings, which is amazing for that. It's Space Buns. I mean, look how freaking cute that is. And the build items, I mean, oh my gosh, we got a freaking dew collector. We got a fabricator. We got a recycle machine. These windows are pretty cool, although some of them are kind of aggravating, but still really, really nice. Just the fact that we can reduce our bills is such an amazing thing that blows my freaking mind. I mean, it's still so good. And I mean, I feel like we got a lot in that pack. All right, and you guys guessed it, my number 1 is seasons. Oh my goodness, seasons. And you're probably like, why? Like it's seasons. Well, because it gives us seasons. We literally have fall, summer, spring, winter. It's just amazing pack. I love that we have seasons in the game. I love that it adds more craziness to it. I love that we can go outside and get hit by lightning and possibly hit the bucket. I don't know. I love that we can slip on puddles and break our backs or hips or whatever. I love that we can go outside, and if you're a vampire, you get toasted. It's just amazing. I love that we can go outside and throw snowballs and build snow pals and just all that extraness. And the fact that it comes with a calendar, that is what makes this pack so freaking nice, is that we get a calendar with it. I mean, you can go in there and you can see whose birthday's coming up. You can see what time you go to work. It makes it so Nice. We get seasonal activities with this pack. We can celebrate holidays. And if you even look at the hairs in the clothes, they're not that bad either. I mean, they could have been. We could have got some nicer items. I mean, we even got like Mrs. Santa Claus in blue. So, I mean, yeah, there could have been some different stuff. But overall, I do feel like it's a really, really awesome pack. I mean, we got a sprinkler for our plants. We got a water balloon station where you can go have water balloon fights. We got this like little activity area where you can go decorate your house. I mean, it's amazing. It's just a really good expansion pack to have in your game. And if you don't have it, I would highly recommend this one because it's one of my favorites. I really do love it. And we got food vendors in this one as well. So that was another bonus. So if you don't have city living, you can get seasons and you can still have the vendors. So it's really, really good. And we got the crafting table for the kids. And we got the bees box in this one, and we got like a kitty area. We got a swing. I mean, we got a thermostat. I mean, oh my gosh, guys, this is why it is my number one. So that does conclude my ranking of the Sims 4 expansion packs. If you are here right now with me, listen up. I am doing an expansion pack giveaway. Shocker, right? So here are my rules for this giveaway. And these are my rules every single time. So if you're used to me saying here's the rules, you guys already know what is going to happen. Be a subscriber, and I do check. It's just fair. It happens. This is obviously for my subscribers to see. Make sure that your subscriptions are on public and not on private, because that's how I check. Make sure that you like this video. Pretty easy. Number 3, comment down below. That is how I know you watched this video and that you got this far with me. So here is your question of the day to make sure that you watched it till the end. What is your favorite expansion pack and why? That is your question that you have to answer down below. So go ahead. Once you do, you're already entered into the giveaway, and this giveaway is going to run till August 10th, and I will announce it on August 11th in my video on that Tuesday. So make sure you do come back for that day, August 11th, for the announcement to see if you won an expansion pack. But thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. I really do appreciate you guys coming and taking the time out of your day to be here. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video very, very soon. Alright guys, I love you. Bye. Mwah.